Hey, Maddie, let's go to the DK Sportsbook here. Give us a player prop that stands out to you.
Okay, so this is not one that I'm betting yet, but with Joel Embiid as someone who I think has at least a 10% chance of sitting tonight, you have to look at Tobias Harris. And in particular, it's 6.5 rebounds at plus 115 to the over. If Embiid doesn't play, I think Harris almost becomes the center for this team. I'm not sure exactly who Philly would start there. I don't anticipate DeAndre Jordan being ready. They signed Willie Cauley-Stein. I don't know that he makes the rotation. Maybe Paul Millsap is the starting center if Embiid ends up not playing. But we could see Harris play some center minutes. On the one hand, it's a big problem against a very good front court that Cleveland has, but there's just going to be extra rebounds to get for the Sixers if Embiid doesn't play. So this is definitely contingent on Embiid not being in the lineup, but I think you just have to keep an eye on these Tobias Harris props. 15.5 points too. There's just so much more for him to do for this team if Embiid does get the night off in preparation for tomorrow's game against Miami.
All right, Jeff, what player prop do you like tonight right now?
I'm going with RJ Barrett over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I'm riding the hot hand here. RJ, he's been a man on a mission since returning from an ankle injury. He's hit the over on this number in all 3 of his last games, and he's cleared it quite easily in 2 of them. This is a pretty depleted Suns team without Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and the fact that the Knicks don't have a true point guard has made Barrett step up as a playmaker. He's seen a usage rate of over 30% in each of those last 3 games, and I expect the ball to be in his hands quite a bit tonight.
All right, Gare Bear.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to KarlAnthony Towns. His points prop is 26.5 tonight. It is plus money at plus 105. D'Angelo Russell gave one of my favorite quotes of the season following Towns' 39-point performance in their last game, where he said, you got to feed him, you got to feed him, you got to feed him. Then if you run out of food, you got to feed him the spoon. Like, they just want to get Towns the ball right now. I think he's in a groove. In the 4 games so far this season, he has started that Edwards has missed. He's averaging 29.3 points per game in those 4 games. And that number could be even higher if you want to fudge the numbers just a little bit. There was that contest recently against Charlotte where Edwards suffered this, probably the initial knee injury that has now become like a nagging knee injury. Edwards was only able to play 17 minutes in that game. And when he wasn't able to play the second half, Towns also went off for another 39-point performance. So I just think with the usage he's going to see tonight, he should be able to clear this number pretty easily.